Let's go to Ari's up. And Ari was not too happy about not winning the first ever Battle of the Fans, JLC. I heard from him on Instagram. I heard from him on YouTube. Ari took that one a little hard, man. He wasn't happy about it, man. Ari, how you feeling tonight, man?
I mean, that was a brutal loss. But regarding the fight, I mean, we also had I got clowned on July 1st when everyone said, you know, what happened with that, and then we know what happened with that afterwards. So don't worry. By the end of the season, there'll be more hashtags. Sorry, Ari's coming and all that. So don't worry. I took the receipts, so we'll let it rock. But you know, it's all right. But no, I don't think we're going to be hearing from Sergio tonight after the way Julius Randle plays. Let's just put it that way. Too many people on Sergio, right? I took note of who voted for Sergio, by the way.
He took the receipts.
All
right, no doubt. We'll see what happens,
I have
man.
the list, but I'm gonna wait. I mean, we all know. I want to hear the Julius fans come public tonight. All right, go back. Let's hear the hive tonight. All right,
man. All right, JL. So let's hear from the champion of the first ever Battle of the Fans. He goes by Sergio from Jersey. Sergio, how you feeling tonight?
The champ is here.
The champ is here. Sergio, what's going on?
You know, I don't want to talk about losses because we're going to have plenty of time during the season to talk about that. Okay. I want to talk about this controversy regarding my title belt, bro. You know what I'm saying? I see there's a lot of people in the chat wearing their Waldonado family reunion shirts. A lot of cats in the chat wearing their shirts. You know what I'm saying? But seeing that your man Ari Kellerman can't keep my name out of his mouth, and he says that the numbers don't lie. So let's talk about some numbers, all right?
All right.
We're going to use career numbers.
Okay.
Julius Randle, career numbers, 16, 11, 3 on 50% shooting, 72% free throws. All right, you're not convinced. All right, let's talk about efficiency rating. His career efficiency rating is 17.5. Would you like to hear a couple of players that had a worse efficiency rating than him? Mike Conley, Bradley Beal, Jrue Holiday, and Tobias Harris. Oh, wait, you're not sold yet. All right, no doubt. Let's go with the per 36. 19 points, 11 rebounds, 3.5 assists on 50% shooting, 72% free throws. And because this nigga said he don't shoot no threes, if we take the threes out, he's shooting 52%. All right, you're still not sold. Let's go with the abysmal win shares that your man was talking about. Last year, Julius Randle was 6.1. Again, would you like to hear the players that had a lesser win share than him? C.J. McCollum, Darren Fox, Jrue Holiday, check this, Klay Thompson, Jamal Murray, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, Zach LaVine, and hold on to your hats, and fucking Luka Doncic. Oh, wait, my bad. Oh, wait. Julius don't pass. He don't pass. Right? Oh, shit, hold up.
Yeah, he had 4 dimes last year. We know he's on pace. He's on pace.
Yo, he don't pass, right? All right, so he don't pass. He's third in the NBA among power forwards in assists. Do you know who's number one? Does anybody in the chat? Waldonados? Anybody? Yo, the man is the MVP is number one, Giannis, and he's third in assists. Right? Yo, what? He needs more. I keep going. All right. Yo, hold on. It's the turnovers, right? Everybody says, it's the turnovers, stupid. All right, so let's talk about turnovers. He's 13th in the league currently in turnovers. Again, would you like to hear the list of people that are worse than him? Bradley Beal, Jrue Holiday, Ja Morant, Andre Drummond, your boy Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, De'Aaron Fox, Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Giannis, Trey, and your boy James Harden. All right, you know what? Julius Randle's overpaid, right? Let's say he's overpaid. At $18 million a year, he's a waste of money. Let's get rid of him. All right, let's look at some of the dudes that's getting paid more than him. Alan Crabb, Evan Turner, Tyler Johnson, Harrison Barnes, Chandler Parsons, and Nicholas Batum. Now, you telling me any of them cats is better than Julius Randle? Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm for the kappa. After he broke his leg the first
Oh, my God. He's got more. He's got more.
Averaged 78 games per season, 78 games per season on average after he broke his leg. So your man is young, he's durable, he has all-star potential, and he's on an under-market contract. You know what I'm saying? So when people say, oh, you can't rebuild in New York, they're talking about Ari. Because fans like Ari always complaining about the players they have when they're not even looking at what they have. You know what I'm saying? So, Young Buck, before you try to call me out or say I ain't going to call, he could have called 0 points. He could have got 0 points, and I would still call, and I'll still defend him.
All right.
It's an 82-round fight. It's an 82-round fight, and I'm in it to win it.
In it to win it. Sergio from Jersey, J. Ellis. They're setting it up for the super fight. They're setting it up for the super fight. The fans want to see it. J. Ellis, just when we thought Sergio, he got the belt. We thought he was gonna rest on his laurels. You know what I mean? Just enjoy the victory. He came back stronger, man.
Yeah,
with stats.
He learned from yesterday. He was like, "Oh, Ari got stats. Fine, I'm gonna come back with stats." Came back with a few stats of his own.
Hey,
he's like, "Oh, he wasn't efficient." Well, he was one of the most efficient power forwards last season. But I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna give you the per numbers. I'm gonna give you 3-point numbers. I'm gonna give you all the numbers. I'm gonna let you know.
Oh, Sergio comes back with the Gatling gun. I mean, I thought he was just going to be chilling, man. I thought he was just going to chill, hang up with the boots tonight and just listen in. Oof.
Came in like Dylan spitting hot
Oof.
fire. Oh,
man.
My God.
Oof. Was that Ether? I mean, I saw Ether in the chat.
So.
Somebody said Ether in the chat.
I think so.
Uh-oh. Man. All right. All right, Jails. Well, let's get down to business here, man. The Battle of the Fans first edition was a success.
Yeah.
We thought both fighters had retracted to their respective corners after the first fight, but it seems like they want some more.
Jesus.
So we got Ari on the line. Ari's ready to go. Ari, are you there?
I'm here, yeah. Yep.
All right, cool.
I have the poll set up too already.
You got the poll set up already. All right.
Yeah, let's see if this one's public. Let's see if this.
Hang on. Is Sergio on the line?
What's up, Ari?
What's up, bro?
This nigga so mad. Oh, don't be mad, bro. Don't be mad, bro.
Hang on. Let me get my music on here.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Let me get my music.
No, man.
All right, we
but technically, gentlemen.
we gotta let Ari go because Sergio, you left off.
No, really, a third fight really isn't necessary. But okay, go ahead.
All right, Ari, kick it off, man. Round 1, let's go.
All right. Well, first of all, the only reason why anybody even knows who you are, Sergio, is because of me. So you can just
personal attack.
Keep it clean, man. Keep it clean.
Okay. All right. Number 2.
Yo, his feelings are hurt, son.
all those stats you pulled up.
But you said numbers don't lie. That's what you said. Numbers don't lie.
I know numbers don't lie.
You said numbers don't lie. But I just gave to you what you gave to me, my man. Go ahead. Rock out, baby. Rock out. I'm listening.
You made one mistake, man. Your stats were all from every single year besides the 1 year he's on our actual team. Like, I don't care what he did in 2000.
No. That's because somebody said I was using a 1-game sample size. So I used a full season sample size. And as far as completely different role, I used that from last year.
Team at a completely different coach, completely different system, completely different salary cap,
completely different team with a completely different coach with completely different players. Oh, so you're just parroting what I told you yesterday?
No, what I'm trying to explain to you is those stats are meaningless because they're not of this season, and we don't care what he did 2 years ago. We care what he did now. And that's the whole point.
So then why did we give him a $63 million contract if it ain't about his numbers from last year?
I don't know. Maybe because
my man, you reaching.
retarded. I don't know.
You know what? Get me another contender, bro. Give me another contender.
All right, let me ask you another question. Why were all your statistics? I didn't see anything about defensive statistics.
Yo, basketball.
Where were the defensive statistics?
All right, let me ask you a question. What NBA are you watching? You stuck in the
I'm watching
90s.
the NBA.
What NBA are you watching? Who plays
I'm watching
defense in
the
today's NBA? Maybe what,
I'm
10
watching the
players?
NBA.
Like 10
I'm
players
watching
you
the
can say that
NBA
they play mad
Julius
defense.
Randle turns the ball over 6 times a game, goes 5 for 15, and doesn't pass the ball to RJ
Yo, I
Barrett. and
just
he's wide
gave you
open in the corner.
13 other
So-
players who are worse than him, and they are MVP caliber players. And you trying to crap
who's
on
wait,
them.
wait, time out.
And yo, I'm
Wait,
just going after Julius
Yo.
because you was shitting on him. Had
Yo,
you not
who
smacked
is
on
an
him so hard, I
MVP
wouldn't have
caliber
said nothing.
player? Who is an MVP caliber player that's better than that's worse than Julius Randle? Are you kidding me?
You sound like
Julius Randle
Republicans,
isn't even an
bro.
all-star.
You sound like Republicans, bro.
Dude, are you
You know
kidding
what
me?
I'm saying?
Name an MVP caliber player that's better that's worse than Julius Randle. Name an MVP caliber.
No, we talking about
Julius
turnovers,
Randle's an
my man.
MVP caliber
Turnovers.
player?
You said turnovers. You know, every point that you put out, I smacked it down. You said turnovers, and I gave you 13 players, MVP caliber players that turn over the ball more than he does.
Because they're point guards.
And you crying about
LeBron James
turnovers.
and James Harden and Russell Westbrook, they have the ball in their hands all game. Of course, they're going to have more turnovers.
Is Julius' usage up?
Name it. Are you
Look
kidding me?
at the basketball reference. Look at basketball reference. Every year, his
Dude, that's
usage went up.
an
His
idiotic.
turnovers
That's
went up.
legitimately idiotic.
That goes up with
comment, bro.
usage.
No offense.
That goes up with usage.
No offense.
Any player that handles the ball more is going to turn the ball over more. He's not a guard.
And who handles the ball more, James Harden or Julius Randle? That's why he turns the ball
It
over more.
depends on what team you're playing
the ball
on.
in his hand
It
more.
depends on what team you're playing on. If you're playing on the Knicks, it's Julius Randle.
Which it shouldn't be. That's the whole point of this debate.
$18 million
Shouldn't be
to do
Julius
so.
Randle.
And
Dude,
what's really
Julius
funny is I'm
Randle-
not his uncle. I'm really not his uncle. I'm just an instigator. You was talking smack.
Yeah,
Ari, I really don't care about your fanboys. You was just talking smack, and I had to come in here and I had to smack you down.
No. You know what it is? You're
You're
a clever dude.
You're
You're
a
a clever
typical. You
dude.
said I'm a delusional Knicks fan. You are a typical Knicks fan. You're the Knicks fan that always
You're a
tries to
delusional
be
Randle fan.
until the front office gets under enough pressure, and then they blow it up because it's people like you always crying. Yo, my dude.
What did I ever say?
These players are good. These players are good. All right, so maybe the coaches suck.
Are they?
All right,
Are they? They're
maybe
so
Julius
good.
doesn't know how to pass every now and again. Yeah, maybe his IQ is low. But you know what? It'll get better. The same way he's gotten better every year he's played. Look, we just said it earlier.
Every year he's
it
not
looks like
responsible
Julius
to be the
is
number one
starting to
guy.
open up a little bit about passing and trying to make the right plays. Yo, this is what we're going to do to settle this. This is an 82-round fight. This is what we're going to do to settle this. I want T-shirts made. A T-shirt with a garbage can with Julius Randle's head popping out, and it's going to say on top, Julius is trash, and on the bottom it's going to say hashtag Team Ari. We're going to get another shirt with Julius's face. He's going to have little hearts in his eyes, and...
Yo, what happened to Sergio? Wait, yo, Sergio still there?
Where'd he go?
Oh, man, what
Where'd he
happened?
go? You guys,
Lost the connection.
Guys talking about James Harden turns the ball over more than Julius Randle, so Julius Randle's better than James Harden. Is this guy retarded? Is that a real comment? What are you seriously? Like he is just an instigator. He's just trying to get my clout. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get my clout and get Jay Ellis to make T-shirts.
Sergio, man, Sergio.
Right?
Sergio, if you don't return back to the ring, that's a 10 count, man. We gotta give this one to Ari, man. I didn't cut him off. His line is still open.
He's citing turnovers, being like, it's such a, oh my God, man. Does he watch basketball? Saying MVP players are worse than Julius Randle. You kidding me? We have talented players.
You sound like Republicans.
We have the third.
Oh, he's back. He's back. Sergio, what happened, man? We thought we lost you, man. What happened?
Nah, I'm muting my mic by accident. But yo, what I was saying was, this is the 82-round fight, right? Me and Ari can't go back and forth every game. And I don't know if you heard me, Ari. I'm not really that. I love Julius Randle as a player, but I'm not his uncle. And the only reason I even got into this is because you was talking mad nonsense. So I had to come in here and smack you down. But I can't smack you down every other time he does good, and you can't come at me every time he does bad. So this is what we're going to do. We're gonna
You don't
get
want
the
to play
T-shirts.
that game.
We're going to get the
smacking you
T-shirts,
all
bro.
the
We're going to
time,
get
dude.
T-shirts. Yo, a T-shirt with a garbage can with Julius's face popping out the top. It's gonna say Julius is trash, Team Ari on the bottom. If I lose at the end of the season, I'm gonna come down to the bar. I'm gonna wear that shirt, and everybody's gonna take pictures, and I'm gonna buy a round of drink. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay,
if you lose, I want you to get extra large, dude. I know you. Don't worry. I get just at the children's aisle. Don't worry. But yo, I want Julius's face on a shirt with hearts in his eyes, and it says "I love Julius," and it's gonna say #Team Julius, and you're gonna wear it. Because we can't do this every time.
Ari, is that a bet? Are you accepting this bet, Ari? Are you accepting this bet?
Yo, put your money where your mouth is.
What is the, like, how do we decide who wins?
What is going to be the ultimate factor?
You saying Julius is trash. I'm saying Julius, by the end of the season, is going to have a better season than what you're saying he is.
And what does that mean?
Yeah, but you don't know what I'm saying it is.
We need an objective measure.
What's he doing, 16-9? I guarantee by the end of the season, he's going to be at least 18 or 19 a game.
No, I don't care about how many points he gets a game. I care about his field goal percentage, his turnovers, and his win shares and that. Is he going to be an all-star? Do you think he's going to be an all-star? I'll give you 2-1. It's all going to improve that he's not an all-star.
And what it is right now, it's all going to improve. I guarantee it. All of it.
Yeah, it can only improve. He's starting from the bottom.
We need numbers, man. We need numbers, fellas. We need numbers, man.
We might have to decide on numbers off air or something.
Facts, man.
To clarify.
Good fight, fellas. Throw your winners in the chat. Ari versus Sergio, round 2.
Round. Is that 3? Is it 3?
Well, that was 2. Yeah, who won, man? Who won? I don't know, man.
I don't know, but I got the polls up in my chat.
Throw your winners in the chat. What do you guys say in the chat, man? Now we got to get these shirts made.
Yeah, if you click the I on my top right corner, you can vote right there. Sergio, Ari, or draw.
Chat.
I don't know why draw is still there, but it's there.
Chat's rolling with Ari tonight. Team Ari wins it tonight. Looks like it. It looks like Ari's. Oh, but I'm seeing some Sergios now. All right, we're coming close to Election Day, man. We're about a year away from Election Day, JLs. It's getting toasty in here. Tony P, what's going on?
Sergio, Ari.
I'm seeing a lot of Aries, man. Let's go to the phones. Let's see what some of these guys on the phone think. Let's start with Cole from New Jersey. Cole, who do you think won that fight, man? We'll get back to your point, but who do you think won that fight? Yep. All right, I'm not sure what Cole was doing. All right, Blake.
Yeah, Cole.
Blake, who won that fight, man?
Dude, you asked me this the other night, and I was debating whether I wanted to go with Ari or Sergio. But if it's not it's not Ari by a mile tonight, I don't know what you guys are thinking. Ari by a mile, and it's not even close.
All right. Hang tight, Blake.
What I was going to talk about.
Hang tight, Blake. We're gonna get right back to you, man. James from Brooklyn, who won that fight tonight, man?
I'm gonna go ahead and say Sergio.
Oh,
you have
okay.
Too much. Yeah, you have too much facts and stats to come up against. And the thing about Randall right now is that Randall's playing great basketball. Outside of his 5 for 13 shooting tonight, he's no longer running point, but he's doing his thing, and I like the way he's been playing the last few games.
Hang on 1 second, man. Hang on. Q, you still there? Who won that fight tonight, man?
Yo, you know who won that fight. Who won that fight. Ari won that fight. Everybody got a plan until you get punched in the mouth. Ari punched him right in the mouth. And, Sergio all on stats, but I'm an old school Knicks fan. I've been a Knicks fan since 5 years old. So, stats are great. Sergio did get him when he talked to him about stats, because Ari did pull up the stats card. But let's be real. At the end of the season, who will judge Randall? The fans. And we're going to want Randall out of town. That's all I got to say.
Thank you. Josh the mic. Carlos from Jersey, man. Who won the fight tonight, man?
I was late catching that, but it's a tough call, man. You guys tell me who won the fight. I just have one quick point about Fizdale.
All right. We're gonna get back to your fist point 1 second. I think Ari won tonight, JLs.
Yeah.
I think Ari won tonight. Listen, stats can only tell you one thing. You know what I mean? You can stats are like political polls. You know, you could always twist the numbers to make it look a certain way. I mean, I remember one time they were looking at either win shares or PER when they were talking about Rudy Gobert, and it was like better than Michael Jordan. Like, you know what I mean? It was just like, come on, you know, you gotta. Yes, stats can tell you something, but you also got to put it together with the eye test. And you know, combine it to really tell you the full picture.
Yeah, some people can manipulate stats to kind of
easily.
Like somebody was trying to tell me a few years ago that Kyle Quinn was better than KP.
Yeah, never in a million years.
A better plus minus or something. I was like, no, you bugging.
Yeah, no, you can't do it.
Yeah. I mean, I can see. I think I'm leaning towards Ari as well, only because of the last year's stats thing.
Right.
Maybe Sergio should have leaned more on the potential argument than the stats argument.
Okay. I agree with that.
And then maybe he might have edged it out, but he went with the stats argument.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a couple more people. Chris from Jersey, who won the fight tonight, man?
I don't know. I mean, I think that Sergio was just talking about why the Knicks signed him, you know, because he was just comparing stats from last year. And Ari's just saying how Randall sucks this year, you know. But it's weird. I mean, like, stats can only tell you one thing. Like, you know, Bill Belichick wasn't the greatest coach forever, you know. Like, you know, he sucked at one point when he was with the Browns. But now he's, like, this great coach. But I definitely think that Ari kind of won because, like, you know, Randall is just, he's not that go-to player, and he's not that player that, you know, that the Knicks kind of need. Like, they wanted something better than Randall, but they kind of, like, settled for Randall. But, yeah, you know, I really think that Ari won this fight.
Okay. All right. I appreciate the call, man. Go ahead, Jails.
Randall looks like a grooming thing, too, because you forget, Randall looks like a grown man, but Randall's only 24.
He's only 24, man. He's a young guy.
Yeah, he's not. He's like a couple of years away from his prime, and it's his first time being the guy. So he's going to have to grow, too, into that role. So
Agreed.
Yeah.
Los Maine from North Carolina wants to chime in. Los Maine, who won the fight tonight, man?
Hey, Serge all day. I'm going with Serge. Only reason I'm going with Serge because he brung in stats, and I think Ari, he kind of just, you know, he brung in stats too. But I'm going with Serge, and that's all I got to say.
All right, Los Maine, appreciate the support, man. Always in here. Thank you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and last but not least, Delano from North Carolina. Both of them North Carolina. Delano, what's going on? Do you know Los Maine, Delano?
Yeah, salute. What's going on, everybody? Nah, I don't know him.
All right, who won the fight tonight, man?
I don't know. I'm going to be honest, I got Ari winning this one. Everything that Sergio was naming, that's great. You know what I'm saying? That you know, PER and all that good stuff, efficiency, great analytic stuff. At the end of the day, all that numbers you naming, did that equate to the wins?
Didn't.
Because what I saw is you still a lottery team. You was naming guys that was in the playoffs. Or he was better than C.J. McCollum. C.J. McCollum was the second option on the playoff team.
Good point.
You know, like, you don't name these guys and then turn around and sit there and, you know, like, come on, you bugging right now, thinking that Julius Randle is going to be better than C.J. McCollum. He's going to be better than Bradley Beal. He wasn't worth the money. He was not worth $21 million on any given Sunday. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. The guy ain't worth that money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, if we want to sit there and rattle off all these stats and all that, the biggest one I'm looking at is the columns that matter the most, W's and L's. And right now, the way it looks, you ain't you know what I'm saying, you ain't in tribute to all of them W's. So, you know, be a great second option somewhere else.
Okay, way to close it, man. Couldn't have said it better myself, JLs. Delano closed it off nicely, man.
Yeah, I mean, I will say I don't think we overpaid for Randall.
That's one thing. Yeah, the contract is okay. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, we didn't overpay for him.
I'm okay with it. We got Sergio in here. Sergio, you there?
Yo.
All right, hang on. We got Ari here. Ari, you there?
Yep.
All right, man. We got Sergio and Ari. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it clean, fellas. Let's keep it clean. Touch gloves. Let's go.
I'm a fan. I listen to you a lot. I respect your opinions, and I like what you have to say. But to say that I'm delusional, my man, you are now an official Latino. Your name is Ari Waldonado because you wildin', bro. You straight wildin'. Yo, we've done the same thing. I'm 47 years old. I don't know how old you are, but dude, my heartbreak with the Knicks has, I believe, in my mind, gone way longer than yours, bro. I know what a talented player looks like. I know that for 20 years we've done it a certain way. Now that we're doing it the right way, which means losing and building through the draft, we have a talented player, and you complaining. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when was the last time we had a talented player? You know, somebody that has some potential, other than Porzingis, which we totally screwed up, but still, he's a talented player. You know, for you to say the dude's trash or people are saying trade him, it blows my mind because we Knicks fans, we've been used to watching this garbage for over 20 years, and finally you got a decent. All right, I'm not saying he's the next Anthony Davis. I'm not saying, all right, so it's one game. It is. But the fact of the matter is, when he plays the right way, when he doesn't overextend himself, if we had a point guard that could actually get him the ball in the spots that he needs it to finish, he'd be great. He'd be great.
All right, let's go to Ari. Let's go to Ari, man. Ari, get in here. Get in here with your counter, man.
What say you, Ari?
All right. Well, first of all, thank you, Sergio. I respect that, and I'm also likewise. I'm not 47. I'm 32, but I was in the Garden when Ewing missed the finger roll, so I've had my fair heartbreak as well. You know, everyone handles their pain differently. You know, I've kind of transitioned. I've kind of transitioned into the more of, like, let's call a spade, keep it a buck. So, like, with regards to Julius Randle, if you call 20% from three, a great player, 42% field goal percentage, a negative 0.2 win per shares, sub 13 PER. If you're calling that, a very, very talented player, then I guess we just have different definitions of talent. If you're talking about RJ Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, even Kevin Knox, I think is talented, but Julius Randle, man, listen, again, I'm not saying he is, the worst player, but what I'm saying about him is in his role on this team, which is the number one option, he's the worst number one option in basketball. That's the problem with the Knicks. Every game we go, usually the team that has the best player wins, and our best player is usually a fourth or fifth best player on any normal team. And to suggest that he's in the level of Porzingis or Carmelo or anyone like All-Star like that is just ridiculous because, he's an average basketball player, in my opinion.
All right, Sergio, last counter for Sergio. What do you have to say about that?
Numbers don't lie.
Yo. For one, that's a meaningless small sample size. Tell me what his numbers were last year over a full season.
Today.
You're telling me his numbers in a brand new situation, with new players around him, and in like a 14-game sample size. So I don't think that's fair to Julius. You know what I'm saying? Did I say it was Porzingis? No. Did I say it was Carmelo Anthony? No. But he is a talented player, regardless of the meaningless small sample size that you're using. You know what I'm saying? The kid is, just by the eye test, other than his turnovers, don't get me wrong, every time he spins that spin move where he turns it over, I scream at the TV just like you do. And I can't stand it. His turnovers, I hate him. But you know what? Today is an example of when he plays the way he should play. He is a talented player. And not only that, but he is a tradable asset for this team. When was the last time the Knicks fans could say almost every player on our team is a tradable asset?
All right, Ari, last
we have
point,
tradable pieces that people want.
All right, go ahead, Ari, last points.
I don't know.
Listen, man, I hope he's a tradable asset. I'll trade him for a Snickers bar at this point, personally. But besides that, listen, I'm saying he's not a talented player in the role that he's given on this team. Like, yeah, that's why hopefully he is a tradable asset. So a team like the Rockets or a team like, the Clippers or something can make a move for him as a third or fourth option on the team. Hopefully he's tradable. But, talking about a player, listen, first of all, the reason why I have a beef with Julius Randle is because he shoots threes. He should never be allowed to shoot a three ever. I don't care if he made three today. Shouldn't shoot the three. Should never take the ball. He should never touch the ball outside of the paint. You should never touch the ball outside of the paint, and that's my opinion. And his defense is pretty bad. You know, everyone knocks ISO Zoe for his lack of defense. Julius Randle is just as bad as a defender. If ISO Zoe was getting the amount of shots that Julius Randle was getting, ISO Zoe would be putting up better numbers than Randle, in my opinion. And he's undersized, and, you know, he turns the ball over, plays no defense. He thinks he's Kyle Korver. You know, I'm not a fan.
All right. That's it, JLs.
Go back to your corner.
The bell is rung. Sergio, Ari, the first battle of the fans. Who you want? Who won? Everybody throw your winners in the chat. Who won? Was it Sergio? Was it Sergio or was it Ari, man? Throw your votes in the chat.
Oh, my God.
I think it was a draw, JLs.
It was pretty good.
I think it was a draw. Yeah, I think both fighters had valid points. You know, Sergio's point was just, you know, give it time. He pointed to the past history. Mm-hmm. You know, the pressure's mounted on Julius right now to beat a guy.
Right.
And you know, Ari's coming from a high expectation standpoint.
Yes.
Considering Ari's whole thing, he's still got free agency on his back, man. He can't let it go. You know what I mean? So he's judging Julius from that free agency lens of what we should have got.
Yeah, and he's comparing Julius Randle to everybody. You know, all the top free agents and all the number one guys on every team in the NBA. So it's like, is that fair? I don't know. Is that fair?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Is the sample size that Ari referring to, is that big enough sample size to compare to the last 3 years of Julius Randle's career? Is that fair too?
It's a good point. It's a completely different situation. He's got to be the guy here. Definitely didn't have to do that in New Orleans.
Right, but to Ari's point, you know, Randle's defense is still horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought Sergio threw Ari the alley about a trade asset. Yeah, I know Ari was going to eat that up. You know, at the end. Yeah, that was a little points off for Sergio. He kind of threw him the alley there. He kind of stuck his chin out. And, you know, Ari connected. He connected on that one.
Yeah, and Ari dunked it with the Snickers comment. You know,
he did.
I traded for a pack of Snickers.
He did.
Kind of like, he took advantage of the turnover for sure.
Yeah. and then both fighters start the fight out with giving each other flowers, JL. What's up with that, man?
No, it's the class, dog. Listen, it's a classic tactic, CP. It's the classic tactic, man. It's kind of like throwing a jab before you throw your right hook.
Okay.
Soften up the fire with something, and then boom, you hit it with the right hook. You know, that's why he started off with, you know, like, I was there too, and I've suffered.
Facts. It was.
And then he hit him with the number.
True, you're right.
Negative 13 PER. You know what I'm saying?
Rocking him to sleep a little bit. Rocking him to sleep.
Exactly. The 20% for three, the high turnover rate. Like, it's classic setup, man. It's a setup for all this time, CP.
Oh my God! What Sergio say? Ari's name was Ari Walanda. What did he say his name was?
Oh my God!
If we go by the comments, I think the chat went for Sergio. My chat went for Sergio, man.
Okay, let me see.
I think my chat went to Sergio, man. So, Ari, you're gonna start the season off 1-0, 0-1.
Sergio.
Let's hear from the winner tonight, man. We're gonna go back to Sergio to close the show, man. Sergio, how does it feel to win, man? You're the first winner of the Battle of the Fans, man. How does it feel tonight, man?
You know, it hurts me to have to do this impeachment to your boy. The only reason it was close is because he has a built-in audience. You know what I'm saying? I'm a newcomer. You know, so
he said Ari got home field advantage.
To beat the incumbent. You know, but much respect. Ari got the much respect. I understand he's young. He's part of the instant gratification nation generation that wants everything right away. I understand. No doubt, my respect. But the fact of the matter is, my dude, you got talented players on your team. It ain't really working out right now. Yo, you know, smoke some of the devil's lettuce. If you need some, I got some for you. And, you know what I'm saying, just chill. It's all good.
What would you, before you go, what did you say his new name was?
I'm really happy. This was a lot of fun. Mad respect to Ari, a lot of fun.
What'd you say Ari's new name was, Sergio?
I didn't expect it to turn into this, but it did, and it was all good.
Yo, what did you say Ari's new name was?
Oh, it's Ari Waldonado, son, because he wilded.
Appreciate it, Sergio. Everybody in the chat put Ari Waldonado. That's his new name.
God.
Oh my God, I'm crying over here, JLs. I'm crying over here, man.
Oh God, this is like my favorite.
That was hilarious. Oh my God, my eyes are watering, bro. I can't take it, man. I can't take it. He called him Ari Waldonado because he's wilding right now. Waldonado.
God. This might be my favorite episode. This might be my favorite episode, though. Like, I think it's like this one and then Allen and then.
Oh my God, man.
Oh my God.
Battle of the Fans is an airing of grievances. It's one party against the other. The only rules we have is to keep it classy because, yes, this is a family show. No personal jabs, no sneak attacks. Keep it basketball and keep it pushing. All right.
I'll give 2 minutes.
Like 2 minutes per side.
And then I will give them 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll give them 90 seconds to go ahead
Head to
and
head.
battle it out.
Battle it out.
And we will pick a winner.
That's boom. So let's bring the participants into the room. Fredo, we're going to go to you first. Are you going to mute your mic? Ash, you got the timer? Okay, Fredo, the floor is yours, sir.
For the record, let's start this off right. I called Ari out, told him to put his money where his mouth is, and he backed up. He backed up. So let's start off with that. My problem with Ari is that Ari thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. Like I said yesterday, he thinks he's the smartest. He's calling everybody morons, being disrespectful in the chat. If he would have been cool, I wouldn't have had nothing to say. But when you want to call out the fans, I'm gonna hold you accountable. Talking about you want to trade Randall for Ben Simmons, Mitch for Miles Turner. I'm fit for trading Mitch. I'm not trying to hold on to Mitch if we don't have to. But these moves that these guys are making don't make sense. Look, Randall wasn't brought in here to be LeBron James. He's not a number one option. He's the number one option on this team right now, as it's currently constructed. But he's not LeBron James. These guys are putting these expectations on him, acting like he's supposed to be something that he's not, and then getting mad when he's not living up to those expectations that they put on him in their own head. So realistically, Randall's at best is a number 2 option, number 3 option. As the team is currently constructed, he's a number 1 option. The Knicks need to make trades to bring in a legitimate star, which they don't have yet. Ari wants to trade those picks for what? For Ben Simmons? To put the Knicks right back where they are now? Then 5 years from now, we're going to be at where we were 2 years ago, trying to crawl out of? How does that make sense? You want to, you know how many picks it's going to take to get Ben Simmons? At least 4 first-round picks, plus Julius Randle, plus probably R.J. Barrett. Okay, so you want to trade all that for what? For Ben Simmons, who just choked, and Ari and everybody was killing in the summer when he was choking in the playoffs, but now all of a sudden he's good enough to trade for Julius Randle. Make it make sense.
Okay, if we let Fredo have the floor, we're gonna put him on mute. Ari from Manhattan, the floor is yours. Ari, hold on. Yo, oh my God, is this guy? Is this guy coming in with his own theme music? What is going on here? This guy is he about to freestyle?
All right. So first things first. Number 1, I don't know where this I said trade for Ben Simmons thing came up from. That's just fake. That's fake news media. Straight up fake news media. That's number 1. Number two, what I've been saying this whole time, all right, is the last thing you want to do is trade your young core for anybody. So you saying we need to trade for a star to build around Julius Randle is a guaranteed second-round exit, like guaranteed second-round exit. And now you just gave up your future. So you're basically down to lose in the second round if you do it like that, right? I never said trade the young core at all. What I did say, though, was trade Julius Randle last year when his stock was high because you knew he was never going to play at that level of basketball ever again. What I don't understand from fans is how they even thought that him playing like an all-NBA level was even possible ever again, okay? Everyone wants to focus on those 70 games when there was no fans in the stands, where there was COVID protocols. Half the players didn't even want to play the game. And literally, you choose to focus on those 70 games, but you don't want to focus on the playoffs. You don't want to focus on 2019. You don't want to focus on the fact that Julius Randle couldn't win with Drew Holiday or prime Anthony Davis. You don't want to focus on that. But you want to focus on the 70 games where literally the entire world flipped on its face. And that's what you want to focus at. That's where you want to invest, $30 million a year over the next 4 years. All right. It's ridiculous, okay? There's no trade that this team could make by sending RJ quickly, Obi, trade everyone for anybody. There's no trade that this team can make for a star that is going to make the Knicks a championship team, because the bottom line is we are not ready to win now. We have not been ready to win now. Even last year when we were playing at our all-time peak, we got washed by a 5 seed. We weren't ready to win then, okay?
And time.
So we cannot make win now. All right, well,
Time.
I got more. Let's do it.
Right,
I got more.
Well, we're going to bring it back in right now, sir. Here
All right,
we
let's
go.
do it.
You're talking about we're 20 games in, and I mean 70 games in last year, all this nonsense. But you're talking about Julius right now. We're only like 20-some games into the season.
No, I'm talking about Julius. I'm talking about Julius throughout his entire career, ever except for 70 games during COVID. That's what I'm talking about.
That's very interesting, Ari, because don't I remember last year you having a battle of the fans and you admitting that Julius Randle was worth, and you were wrong?
I said trade him still.
No,
I said still trade him.
No, you didn't. Didn't you
Remember, Ashley wouldn't talk to me because I said let's trade Randall.
No, most of the year.
That's really working out for Ashley right now.
Don't bring Ashley into this. She's not bad.
But for your battle of the fans last year, you admitted that you were wrong that Julius was worth it. So now all of a sudden you're flip-flopping again and you're acting like I don't know what I'm talking about.
I said Julius Randle was worth more than I thought he was last year, but I still said trade him at the deadline because
we don't got to go back
was
and forth
high.
because we don't got to go back and forth because we got it on tape. So the facts is there, bro. You said it. You said it. So now
I said trade Randall. I've always said trade Randall. Everybody knows this, all right? And I still say it,
brother. I got the receipts. And last year you was fit when you realized that you were wrong and Julius Randle.
You have a take or what? Are you just going to talk about what I said?
My take is that you don't know that you're flip flopping and you don't know what you're saying.
I'm not flip flopping. I'm not flip flopping. We should always listen. If I said last year, let's trade him for 3 first-round picks when he was at his all-time best. The bottom line is, even if he was playing just as good as he was last year, I'd still trade him because he's blocking Obi. He's not on the same timeline as these young guys. There's nobody you could put around Julius Randle to make this team a championship team. You need to rebuild like a normal franchise. You need to trade your stars for young pieces and assets and continue rebuilding.
There's more than one way to rebuild, and you're saying he's blocking Obi. Obi's 2 years younger than him, right?
He's 4 years younger than him, but that's not the point.
He's not 4 years younger.
He's 23, Obi.
No, he's not. He's older than that, and you guys could Google it for yourself, okay? You could Google it for yourself. He's younger than him. He can't shoot the 3.
He gets paid 20% as much as Julius Randle. He's on a team-friendly deal. Randle's not on a team-friendly deal.
I like Obi. Don't get me wrong. I like Obi, but all he does is run and dunk, bro.
That's all because that's all he has the leach to do. He's getting blocked. Bro, he can't play. Plays 12 minutes a game. No one passes him the ball. He's in lob threat. Just has him going to the hoop.
He shoots 18% for 3. Where's your criticism for him shooting 18% for 3? How come you can't criticize that? You're talking about
he's not a three-point shooter.
Randall's by
what does that
far
mean? That's not his game.
Randall's by far, if it's not his game, then why he's taking a shot? If Randall was by far the best player on this team, hands down. And I want to tell you this.
That's not the point.
I want to tell you this, and I want to tell the rest
First of all, Derrick Rose is the best player on this team. But second of all, even if Julius Randle was the best player on this team, that's not the point.
Let me tell you
the
something.
The team is not ready to win around him. You trade him for the future. You get off his contract. You let Obi shine, and you use that money to bring in a real point guard.
Nah, let me make this clear. Let me make this last thing clear to you and the fans, right? You guys are wrong. You're wrong.
Oh my God, this is a wash. This is sad, bro. Come on. I'll give you a replay. I'll give you a replay.
Let him finish his point.
Randall's not getting traded this year. He's not. He's not getting traded this year.
That doesn't mean he shouldn't get traded.
What message are you sending to the NBA when we finally got? Players are finally starting to say for the first time, oh, the Knicks look intriguing. I want to play for the Knicks. Evan Fournier didn't work out, but it was a good sign that players chose to come and sign here. Okay, now you want to trade the guy who brought us here and send a message to the league that we have no stability, and as soon as things get rough, we're going to get rid of you. What message is that sent to other superstars and players? You're looking like a clown.
This is not about free agency. This is not about a message. What message does it say that you're benching Kemba Walker after 7 games?
Kevin Walker's washed.
But I'm saying, what kind of message does that send to your to the people around the league? Who cares what other people think? We have to worry about the Knicks, man. How are we going to get better? You think paying $30 million a year for 8 points and 7 rebounds is worth it? I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
You're not looking at the whole
Knicks fans just want to get what they paid for. If Randall was getting paid $10 million a year, we'd be fine with it. He's getting paid $30 million a year for a contract that hasn't started yet. We're paying Evan Fournier $80 million. I'm sick and tired of paying Jerome James, Allen Houston, Vin Baker, Tim Hardaway Jr., Joakim Noah. Why are we doing this? Why can't we just rebuild like a normal franchise? We cannot build around Randall. There's no trades. You don't have enough
30
talent.
seconds.
30
You cannot
seconds.
win with Randall on this team. You trade the whole team for Dame. What is Dame and Randall going to do? You're not giving me any other options. What is your choice? What is your answer to this? Build around Randall? How are you building a championship team?
I'm not saying to build. You're misconstruing what I'm saying. I'm not saying to build around Randall. I'm saying we have Randall, and we have to put places in. I told you, at best, he's the second and third option.
How are you going to get a number 1 and 2 option? You don't have enough talent to trade for a big star.
You have assets.
And even if you do,
you have
what
assets.
Yeah, you have assets. We don't have enough assets to bring in 2 superstars.
You don't, but you got to bring it one at a time. You got to bring it one at a time. Of course, you can't bring in 2. You got to bring it one at a time.
So you're telling me trade the young guys, bring in Damian Lillard, and then when you have Damian Lillard and Julius Randle, then try to make a move and bring in a third guy?
I never said bring in Damian Lillard. I never said bring in Damian Lillard. I said bring in a young guy, man.
Let's call.
Bring in a guy like Brandon.
We're going to mute the mics.
Stop the fight.
We're going to mute the mics. What do you guys think in the chat, man? Vote in tonight's poll. Who won the battle of the fans? Is it Ari? Is it Fredo? Leave a vote. I put a poll in the chat. Leave a vote right now. Is it Ari? Is it Fredo? Let us know your thoughts. You know, Ari's always on that sorry Ari stuff. First and foremost, I was the first person to tell you that we should have traded Julius 2 years ago. All right? I'm gonna just put that out there.
In fairness, that is true.
Yeah,
I fought
I was
you on it,
I was
but
the
you did
first
say
person to say we got to send him packing. Nevertheless, Fredo made good points. He's not the end all be all. This front office is not saying that when they gave him the deal on a team friendly deal, they're not saying they're building around him. They're trying to build with him. And based off of the season that he had last year, you had to do it. It was a cost to doing business. As Ash said, you send a terrible message to the NBA when this guy bleeds his heart out for you for the regular season. Yes, the postseason wasn't good. Most improved player, all of that. The career highs that he had, fans and no fans. The numbers were what they were. You can't just say, well, we're not going to sign him or we're going to send him packing after that. Nobody's going to come here. Nobody's going to have faith in a front office if you do that to the guy. So they had to do it. It was a cost of doing business. They got him on a team-friendly deal, and they can still right their wrongs. It's not the end of the world. So I hear Ari, but I'm leaning with Fredo, man, because you can still build with him. You have to, again, leverage your assets. And part of leveraging your assets is seeing your young players playing well. Now, part of that is on the coach to play these kids, to play Grimes, to play McBride, right? Figure out a way to get OB and Julius on the court together. Then you can figure out, okay, you know, who's going to stay, who's going to go, who can get me the point guard that I need, who can get me the wing player that I need. Is that person on this team? This is why the kids have to play. This is why the kids have to play. You have to be able to see what type of assets you have in terms of winning, helping you win games, or helping you go out and get somebody else that can help you win games. But I don't think putting Julius here as a potential third piece to a contender is necessarily a bad thing, because I think he could be a third option. You still need 2 more. The goal is not to build around him. The goal is to get better pieces. Those guys right now aren't out there for us. And I'm talking about Spider. I'm talking about, Bradley Beal. I'm talking about these guys later on down the road. And Bradley Beal may come up sooner. May come up this offseason. But the Spiders, maybe like 2 years away from trying to get him. They're not going to get Dame. Dame doesn't make sense. Ben Simmons doesn't make sense. So I'm with Fredo, man. Yeah, I'm going with Fredo.
Good morning, Knicks Nation. It's the reigning champ here right now. Just wanted to touch base after that knockout yesterday. First of all, number one, listen, I don't do it for me. I don't think I'm the best. I personally think Jay from Florida is the best. But it's not about me saying I'm right, I'm wrong, or you know what I mean. Like, I just happen to be right, but that's not what it's about, man. I want the Knicks front office to be right. And what I'm hearing right now is that Evan Fournier and Julius Randle and Nerlens Noel are team-friendly contracts. Yeah, the guy who dropped 2 points last night, who's like a minus whatever from France, who has a 4-year, $78 million deal. It's a team-friendly deal. Good luck getting someone to take that contract. Yeah, granted, it's in the 4th year, it's a team option, but you're still stuck with this dude for 3 years. At the minimum, you're stuck with him for 2 years before he becomes an expiring contract. Same with Randall, except it's an extra year longer. And Randall has a terrible, terrible plus-minus. Like, he's like minus 122 on the season. He's getting paid $30 million a year, which hasn't even started yet. So you're stuck with him for at least 3 more years, right? And the team looks significantly, significantly better without him. Like, significantly better. So, you know, listen, man. You know, the new thing is now, you know, I don't want to rebuild around Randall. I want to rebuild with him. They're saying, let the kids play, but we want to rebuild with Randall. How in God's earth are you planning on getting 2 superstars with Julius Randle when if you trade all of your assets, you can only get 1? How do you plan on getting the second one? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right, we just delayed our rebuild by 2 years for team-friendly contracts. And it's just ridiculous, man. So someone has to air it out. I'll do it. I'll be that guy. And this is not for me. This is for us. This is for Knicks Nation, the fans. This is for all of us, right? We got to do it together.